This cause is bigger than me, it's bigger than you, it's bigger than all of us. Look around here. I made a promise. A 13-year-old kid asked me why was I doing this. I made a promise to God that this year I was going to do more for less. I promised him that I was going to stretch my arms beyond my own household. That whatever I have inside of me, that he's placed inside of me, I'm going to share it with somebody else. And if I don't know all the answers, I'm going to put the right people in the same room that can possibly answer the question. I don't have them all, but I can try my best to surround you with people that can help you. You guys are going to go on a journey in your life. Some of us adults have already been through. Some of us made the same mistakes 6, 7, and 8 times. Some of us still making the same mistakes. But what can we do now to make sure that you guys don't have to do it at least 3, 4 times? And if you do it 2 times, you're just being hard-headed because we're giving you all the answers. We're trying to give you everything we got inside of us. God told us that he placed everything we need already inside of us. So everything you asking him for, he already put it inside of you. And he buried it so deep, he couldn't put it on the surface because we don't appreciate things that's real easy. We can reach. You got to peel back some stuff to get to it. You got to bleed a little bit. You got to cry a little bit. You got to be humiliated sometimes to get to that dime. We can all get a little something to gold, but we want that diamond, so we got to dig a little deeper. I want to open this up with a prayer from my pastor, Reverend Philip Carter.
Most gracious Heavenly Father, we first want to give thanks for this day. We thank you, Father, for the blessing of being alive. We thank you for the purpose of our gathering. We thank you for Brother Scott, for his heart and for his vision. And we thank you, Father, because we need you. We need you in this room today to prepare the hearts and the minds of these young men that they may be fertile ground, that the wisdom and knowledge that is shared will not just be for the moment, but for a lifetime. We pray, Father, that today will not be a meeting, will be a life-changing experience. We pray for the power of your Holy Spirit. We pray your blessing upon the parents. Give them wisdom and knowledge. Give these speakers the words to say that will inspire these young men. We're going to go ahead now and thank you in advance for what you're getting ready to do. Yes. We ask it all in Jesus' name. Amen.
One of the purposes that we're here now. And let me tell you now, you can have more than one purpose. Nobody can limit you to how many purposes you have in life. So there's a few keys that I want to share with you that we're going to focus on today. We're talking leadership. You got to know what a leader is. How many times you heard somebody say, be a leader, not a follower? But what good is that if you don't even know the responsibilities of a leader? If you don't know the sacrifices that a leader makes? What good is that? We're going to talk about developing that mindset. You ever heard the term pay attention? Reverse it. Attention pays. Things you put the most attention on, that's the determine your value. That's how much money you make. Pay attention. Attention pays. So we got to develop that mindset. We got to develop that mindset of who you are. How much value you're going to bring to any situation you go to. You only got 2 things you can do. You're either going to be a liability or you're going to be an asset. But you get to make that decision. You get to make that choice. We're going to talk about purpose. A purpose is really ain't nothing but a goal. But if you don't have a goal, you don't have a purpose. You'll never find your purpose without a goal. We're going to talk about ownership. Who says that you can't be 16 years old and not be the CEO of your own company? You could be 17 years old, started your own company, be the CEO of your own company. 19-year-old, already own your own piece of property. You got to think ownership. We're going to put that on your mind. Start thinking about it now. Put yourself in a position where 20 years from now, your kid is eating off something you did 20 years ago because you developed a mindset 20 years earlier. Now you're not 20 years from now trying to figure out what you're going to do. We're giving you. Maya Angelou said, you know better, you do better. That's all we're trying to do. Encourage you. We're trying to do 2 things. We want to motivate you and inspire you. We don't want to just motivate you. Motivation is temporary. It'll get you up and going, but it won't sustain you. Inspiration keeps you going forever. don't never want to stop growing. We're all going to talk about the essence of hard work. Now you got your leadership, you're thinking right, you got your mindset right, you're thinking ownership now. You know your purpose. Is that one thing where everybody starts to give up at. When it's time to put in the work. Now it's time to get up early. Now it's time to stay up late. Now I gotta be over here, then I gotta go over here, then I gotta be over here, then I gotta be over here. And guess what? I did all that, I ain't make a penny that day. But that's setting you up. That's setting you up for later. The reward may come later. But that's that hard work. There's a gentleman, my first guest. He's a fire chief in Cayuga County. First African American fire chief in Cayuga County ever had. He's the fire chief. Been here almost, if not 3 years, maybe a little bit more. Has made more changes in 3 years than I've seen in the 10 years that I've been a firefighter myself. Not only that, let me tell you something else, because we're talking leadership now. This is one speaking on leadership. I called him and asked him, could he be here to speak about leadership? No doubt, sure. Come to find out, coming back, his granddaughter has a birthday party. He has to be in Statesboro today, but still sitting right here. That's what a leader does. A leader makes sacrifices. A leader is pulled in 5, 6 different directions, but that's what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Fire Officer, Cayuga County Fire Department, Chief Deron speaking on
Man, I tell you what, Brother Rodney asked me to be a part of today. I was just so excited, and I was, right? And I still am. Then we looked down at the calendar and looked and said, man, a little girl, she got a birthday today. I said, well, we'll try to work and see what we can do to make this work. And I told him, I said, hey, man, let's see if I can, if nothing else, maybe go first, and that way they give me time to get down the road and we'll see that little girl, and he's done everything he promised he would do. And I told him, but regardless, whatever it takes, I want to be here today because it's that important. It's that important that we share who we are. That's what we do. Bottom line, we have to share who we are. So everybody knows me as Pat, and I know some in the room may know who I am and have met me, and they know that I can speak, and I can go, and I can sometimes I look at the clock, and if we don't maybe past the time we say we're supposed to do. So I'll try to stay within the limits, not to overstep those bounds today, but I think the message has already been said. I don't know if I can say anything else other than what you said, Brother Rodney, because it is about that. It's about standing forward. We have to do this. In today's time, more than ever, we're challenged. We are challenged. So I encourage you to be inspired today. But at the end of the day, you have to get up and you have to be motivated. You have to be determined. You have to be dedicated. Right? And then when somebody tells you you can't do something, that's what you have to do. You pick up and you show them, I can. Right? So today, I want to talk about intentional steps for success. Intentional steps for success. So one thing we can do, we can talk all day. We really can. We can talk about I want to do this thing, or I may talk about I want to do another. And I can tell you I got a plan. I want to do this. I want to do this. But without taking a physical step, nothing gets done. You have to take a physical step forward. If I want to move towards the door, I have to take a physical step forward because the door is not going to come to me. The door is absolutely not going to come to me. Out of the box. So last weekend I had an opportunity to bring a message and talk to some fire service leaders, and I want to treat you with that same message by talking about whatever you're doing, whether it's in the fire service, and it's been a blessing for me, 34 years. I started when I was 17 years old as a volunteer firefighter. I knew I wanted to help my community, and my father had been a volunteer firefighter in our little small town of where's that little country town down in South Georgia? Well, it's down in South Georgia. Not much more than just a little dot on the map. But I was very proud to be from that community, that town. I volunteered, and then I knew that I wanted to go to college, so I went down to Statesboro, Georgia Southern, and they had a fire department down there. I said, man, this fire service thing, I really like it. So I was in school. I decided to go down, and they had some volunteers. I volunteered for the fire department, and then soon, just a couple of years later, they offered me a job. I said, man, this is going to be great. I'm going to have some money. First of all, I thought, and then I said, I didn't know it was going to blossom into a career, but I knew I really liked it. But then as I got around more people and I listened, and I saw that, hey, man, you can do more. You can do more. And then I started studying, and I just became very passionate about the fire service, and then got involved with teaching and training and doing all these good things. And next thing I know, I got a job offer to come to the Georgia Fire Academy. I was the first African-American fire service instructor to be a program specialist at the Georgia Fire Academy. We taught all over the state of Georgia. And for 4 years, I traveled around the state teaching firefighters to be firefighters, young people, men and women to become firefighters. And from there, I had an opportunity to go to Fulton County, but you never know who you're going to come across. Let me tell you, you never know. I met a guy named Bill Justice. He was the training chief in Fulton County Fire Department. And after we taught this class, he says, Pat, man, I wish you would maybe consider putting in an application with us in Fulton County. I don't know, man, I'm working for the state. I said, I just don't know if that's the right move, but I did. I went to Fulton County Fire Department and kind of had almost start over a little bit. But in that, I learned so much more. And I progressed through the ranks and got promoted to captain and to chief officer position in Fulton County. And just the career has been great. All the way to Charleston, South Carolina, where I was a deputy fire chief for 3 years there for that fire department. And really learned about people and struggles, and to be able to come back home to Georgia and to be here in Coweta County as fire chief. It's just been an incredible career. But it didn't happen without taking intentional steps. Those steps are about a journey. Those steps are about a journey. Each step you take in your journey will make a significant impact on you as well as others around you. The key word is service, serving others. If you're just about you, if I'm just about me, because there's nothing I've done, nothing I've accomplished without people around me helping me and me trying to help others. Because that's really what I dedicate my career to, is helping to see others grow, develop to be the best they can be. And when they do that, that helps me grow, right? And then when they help somebody else, because that's the other thing I ask of our folks is, don't only help yourself, but help somebody else to grow, develop, to be the best that they can be. So let's talk about impact. So the impact, as you know, according to the dictionary, is about making a forceful blow with one object strikes another. Can you imagine that? When you take a hammer and you hit something, that's an impact, right? When something collides, impact. Sometimes impacts hurt, right? They do sometimes, right? Sometimes we're playing ball or running into somebody or whatever it might be, right? It's the impact. Playing football, I see my San Francisco fan out there with his hat on, right? It may be an impact tomorrow night with Kansas City. It may be an impact. But that's what an impact is. Think about it, right? Something that has a strong effect on something or someone, making your impact. I think you're already doing it because you're here today on a Saturday, right? You're already making an impact. Because if you were not, you wouldn't be here today. Everybody in this room that's sitting here, you're making an impact because we're caring about somebody, something, or someone. So let's talk about what an impact is. What is an impact? What does that mean? We talked about what the dictionary says impact is, but an impact is really a collaboration of many things in our lives. First of all, impact is about your integrity. It's about your integrity, how people see you, right? What you stand for, right? What you stand for. It's about your motivations. right? You gotta be motivated. You gotta be motivated. Motivation doesn't come from somebody else telling you to get something done. You look and you say, I gotta get it done. You gotta be motivated. It's in the heart. Then it's about a purpose. What is your purpose? Everybody in this room has a purpose. Everybody. I look out here. I see these young men right now. You have a purpose. You have a purpose. Then it's about acceptance. Not only accepting others, but you got to accept yourself for who you are. You got to accept yourself, baby. I promise you. Then it's about character. What is that character made of? And then the last one is taking action. Because if you don't take any action, you can have all the other parts of the impact, but it does not work until you take that intentional step to do what? Take an action. Impact. That's what impact is. So in order to make an out-of-the-box impact, you have to take those intentional steps. So I want to go through just a few things I think that play well in my life. You may have to determine, you're going to have to determine which intentional steps you're going to take. This is very critical. Number one, know and live out your mission. What is your mission? Do you have a mission statement? You know, I talked about this last week, and you know, we just started the new year. We're the first day of the second month, 2020. I think back to 1900 and maybe the 80s, and I remember when 1980 came, we just thought, wow, 1980. Right? The first 10 years is in the 70s, a little bit in the 60s too, right? And here it was 1980, and the next thing you know, this year came around, it was 1990. Oh my goodness, man, 1990. Man, they messed around, they told us it was 2000. God, I said, Lord, have mercy. Man, 2000. I just wouldn't even dream to get to 2000. And here we are 20 years in the 21st century. With a lot of the same challenges we had in the 20s. Right? A lot of the same challenges we have in the 20s. But I told them in this time frame, whatever that your mission is, right? Whatever your vision is, you have to get that established now. You have to know that. It doesn't start when you're 35 years old. It don't start when you're 25. It didn't start when I was 51. It started way back when I was a young man, understanding what my mission was. A God-given mission to know that you gotta lead. We gotta step up. We gotta do things twice as hard. We gotta go out here. We gotta get ourselves established and get it, right? But whatever it is, I told them this year, I have a one-word mission. One-word mission. It's called focus. Being focused. You know, a lot of people have New Year's resolutions. You know, most of them revolve around going to the gym and losing weight or cutting something out. Usually about the 30th day of the first month, it's already over. But just one word for me, focus. 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 Whatever it is for you, find it out. Determine it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Find it out today. But once you know what it is, then you gotta follow that mission. It is your road map. It is your road map. I'll say it one more time. It is your road map. It'll be the guide even when you lose your footing. Intentional step number 2 we'll talk about today is value the people you serve. Value the people you serve, the people you're around. And you should always be finding people that you should be serving, right, every day. You got to understand the diverse nature of the community, the diverse nature of the people we're around each and every day. Reaching out to those of your teams or in your family or whatever it might be that may have a different background, may come from a different part of town, a different community, whatever it is, to find that common ground. That's what it's all about. You'll be surprised what you'll find when you do that. When you take that intentional step to value people. It'll promote great teamwork and professional excellence. Intentional step number 3 today is honesty. It's honesty. That's part of your integrity. It has to be your standard. The thing is, you know, when we are young children, small children, we would know that we were being held accountable. And so sometimes when mom or dad would say, did you do that? What did we do? And how we would say, well, no, I didn't. Well, we knew that was not being honest, and sometimes we would get in worse trouble for that. And the same thing goes as you grow up. You have to be willing to tell the truth no matter what. No matter what. The fact is, when you waver from that, you lose your integrity. And when you lose your integrity, it pretty much becomes ending for you, because that's hard to recover from. Be truthful, be honest, don't waver. Peer pressure will tell you, man, let's go do this, and we'll cover for each other. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Success comes with hard work and dedication. Then there's intentional step number 4. You have to learn to invest in yourself. Right? You can't wait on somebody else to invest in you. I'm waiting for this guy to call me because I know they're going to help me. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. Professional growth, whatever it may be. Going to school, learning, studying, doing whatever it takes. If you're struggling, ask somebody for help. Don't wait for somebody to come to you. Don't wait until the grade comes in and it's already low. You have to say, I don't understand this. I need help. I need help. Reach out to somebody. Don't go to somebody that's in the same boat. You want to reach out. It'll help you to earn respect in whatever you do in life. And it'll also help you determine your purpose. Intentional step number 5. Celebrate your great accomplishments. So often when I hear, especially from young people, and I heard it from my kids sometimes, they do something great, and I tell them, hey man, my oldest son was big in baseball when he was in high school and through his whole life pretty much, and I told him, son, you did great. Oh, no, I didn't. I look at him, I said, man, you got to celebrate this right here. You had a big day. A big day. Celebrate your accomplishments. If you have struggled in school or with a grade and you go from a lower grade to an upper grade, celebrate that accomplishment. Right? You have to celebrate. This will help you take the next intentional step every time. And then there's intentional step number 6. Don't settle for status quo. It's easy in life to just show up. It's the easiest thing, right? I just showed up. For my job, I showed up. I got to go to school tomorrow on Monday. I just showed up, right? I have basketball practice. I see your man with basketball out there. I just showed up, right? Don't settle for status quo. You got to be taking it to the next level each and every day. You got to be passionate about what you're doing. You have to be passionate. Ready to lead change. Ready to lead change. I always tell people, don't get stuck in today. You got to already be ready for tomorrow. And you know what? And when tomorrow gets here, you better be ready for the next day and days to come. Right? Don't get stuck in today. You have to have vision. You got to have passion. I tell you, for 34 years in this fire service, coming up through the ranks, being in a variety of different situations in my career, I would say that you think, well, maybe his biggest challenges came on those big fires or a major incident. But most of our challenges have not come there. They have just come and trying to lead, right? And just trying to lead the right way, trying to help people be successful. And then sometimes the more we fight, I look in the room, I got several of our folks in here today, they know, they see it, they've been part of that fight, they've seen the struggles that we have to go through to be able to do more in the last 3 years that we've done in the team. No doubt. No doubt. You have to have passion. Then you have to have that plan. Find a mentor. There's somebody out there. Too often, especially I see our young men and women that see mentors that are taking them down these paths that are just horrible. Find you a mentor. Somebody who's going to take you to a place. Now, find a good mentor, they may not seem like they're your friend. Because a good mentor is going to tell you the truth. You realize that, right? A A good mentor is going to tell you the truth. So when you're not doing well, they're going to look at you and tell you, you're not doing well. You got to improve. You got to step up. That's unacceptable what you just did right here. Right? Somebody who just tells you you're doing good every time and never tells you about the things you're struggling in. Come on now. That ain't a mentor. Mentor is going to, sometimes you'll be, man, I want to do good. I don't want to let them down. That's the kind of person you want to be around. The kind of person, when you have a bad day, you kind of don't want to see them sometimes. You kind of want to stand back and say, I don't know if I want to see them because I know they're going to be disappointed in me. Right? That's a mentor. I love Mr. Woods here. He's been a mentor to Coweta County, right? To Noonan. This is what I want to say. That's a mentor. They're going to tell you the truth every time. When you find that mentor, they'll help you stay on course, help you navigate, because it is a road map, right? And sometimes the road gets dark. Sometimes the road gets lonely. Sometimes the road gets stormy. I think back to going down to my home to visit my mother back in December. And it's a little country road you have to drive down there in Wheeler County, Georgia. It was dark, it was raining. I told my mom I was a little bit nervous that night. I said, Lord, if you just get me off this road, get me to at least to the big road, got some lights on it, I can see it. But I knew I had a mentor that night. He guided me through because it was treacherous that night. You're going to have that same thing in life. You're going to have roads you're going to be going down and say, Lord, I don't know if I can make it down this road. Maybe I should turn back. And he will tell you, don't turn back. This is the right road. This is the right road. Because what happens to us sometimes when it's not easy, we want to quit, right? We want to give up. We want to walk away. Hey, you know what? I just go somewhere else. I need to find some easy. You know, I think years ago there was a store, I forget, the Target, that had a little button they said, you hear they call it the easy button. Life is not that always, right? In fact, life is full of storms. You're going to have to navigate through. That's why you have to have mentors. You have to have people you look up to. You have to have somebody you can call on the phone, talk to, go visit. I know the new world now is Twitter and texting and all the other things. That's fine and then. I use that same stuff too. But you got to go sit down and talk to somebody. You got to ask those questions. How'd you get there? What obstacles can I look for? I'm in the storm right now. I'm not sure what to do. Somebody else can, I think you said, my little brother, that, hey, so we've been through it, right? Talk to somebody that's been through it. What do you need to do? What things how did you protect yourself, right? How did you protect yourself? Be a visionary. Be a visionary. Never fear what others think. Even when your ideas don't fit what's the norm, right? You got to think big. You know, I came to Coweta County Fire Rescue Department, and I tell you, for me, I had to think big. How do we get to where we have full staffing on every fire apparatus like it should be as national standards set? Some people still laugh at me when I say that. Or I tell them, hey, you know, we need to invest in, you know, some different equipment and different trucks and things like that. And we got to add more fire stations. And now people may look at you and say, they don't fit the norm. You know, we got to be an officer and do this or dress a certain way. Absolutely. I'm not afraid, right? And then when you look around, and I do a little room today, there's others that's ready to say, hey, let's do it, right? And the more people that buy in, the more we have, the better that road navigates, right? The easier that road navigates for us. Be a visionary. So let me leave you with this thing. So if you want to preserve your ship, you imagine a big giant ship in the ocean. You say, I just want to take care of the ship. That's all I want to do. I want to protect the ship. I don't want it to get damaged. I don't want it to get hurt. But the only way you can do that is to leave it parked at the dock. That's the only way. That's the only way. If that's all you want to do in life. If you just want to stay parked at the dock, you're not going to go very far. You're not going to be able to take intentional steps. You'll never leave the dock. You got to be willing to take a chance. You got to be willing to take a chance. And sometimes you may hit something, right? Sometimes you may fall, but you have to pick back up. Start it over. Do it again. Whatever the challenges are. Put yourself in a position to stand out from the crowd. Right? In a positive. Sometimes I see people that stand out, but down a bad path. Be the person that stands out as a leader. Out of the box. Don't wait for your ship to come in. Don't wait for your ship to come in. You got to be prepared to jump in the water and swim out to it. You got to be prepared. You must be intentional. I challenge you to be leaders in your schools, be leaders in your homes. Be leaders. Be leaders. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up. It's so easy, right? There's temptations everywhere, all around. Somebody's calling your name, right? It looks easy, it looks good, right? Don't go down those paths. You gotta keep that. You gotta stay in your lane. You gotta know, hey, this is the purpose, this is the mission, this is the vision. I can't be, I know it looks good over there, it might be easier. Man, they got big lights on that road, they can see everything. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Keep pushing, keep driving. I promise you will come to a place. Woo! I just tell you, you'll feel good about you. You'll be accomplishing great things. That's what it's all about. It's about out of the box, teachable steps, making powerful impacts. Making powerful impacts. I want to tell you, I said I can go. I feel like I probably can go some more, but I know it's coming to a time that I need to close on my piece of this event. But I will say this by saying thank you, one, for having, I'm thankful, Rodney, to you and to everyone, the organizers, to put this together, to have an opportunity to come out and just say a few words to you. To say just a few words to you. This has been an amazing opportunity for our community, and I feel blessed. I'm honored to be a part of this. I wish you the best of luck. Remember, you got to take intentional steps. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. You know, I know you probably say, well, man, I am. I'm taking the steps. Come on. You got to look at what you're doing, evaluate it. Get you that mentor. Get somebody out here who's going to help you find success. That's what it's all about. Thank you so much. God bless.
So I'm sitting down talking to him, and he going. He proved me right, and he go. But every time, the longer he talked, the more information I kept getting. Right. You know what I'm saying? I kept filling my pockets with information. I was like, I keep talking to this guy, I don't have this uniform on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. You're going to run into people and you're going to say, oh man, he talks so much. Did you get the message? That's the question. Did you get the message? Did you run with the information? Did you get the message? One thing I'll tell you now, when I'm passionate about something, I'm times 10. And she'll tell me, sometimes it's your delivery, but did you get the message? It ain't gonna always be pretty, it ain't gonna always come to you on a beautiful plate, decorated. Sometimes it's gonna come to you gritty and raw. And so for real, it's gonna hurt your feelings sometimes. But did you get the message? You walk away with the message. Now you got great leadership advice. You on your way now. We're gonna fill your backpack up with some things today, so that's what you're doing. You're putting all this information in your backpack. Put it in your backpack today. Keep that information. Now we got your leadership. Now we want to talk about ownership. We want to get you thinking about owning something. You got a habit. So you got $20 a day habit. That's $20 a day, 7 days a week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year. That's $6,370. That's 3% on a $200,000 home that you already blew up in smoke on your hat. It only takes you 3% to put down on a home. That's 3% of a $200,000 home that you probably wasted with nothing to show for it. My next guest is on his way. I'm already calling him a mogul in the real estate. I'm giving it to him now. Top seller ATL Realty. Young sir. How did I come up with calling him, asking him to do this? Let me tell you something. When God gives you a vision, line your vision up with his word. Everybody that's supposed to be on your team will attract to you because God got you in line. He won't let the haters come to you. So if they're on your team, they're supposed to be there. So sometimes don't be so quick to dismiss your team because that's not on your level now. You level up and maybe you'll inspire them to level up.
How y'all doing today? I may move a little bit, by the way, so I may not always know. Michael, if you can't hear me, just raise your hand, all right? All right, thank you for your speech earlier. You did a great job. I'll start off by saying I may not be as long-winded, but hopefully you can relate in some way to what I have to say today. I think she had a lot of great things to say, a lot of things I had written down as well. So what I want to do is try to relate. I want to talk to my young guys, and hopefully my life story can relate to you guys in some type of way. Because I was in those same chairs you were at that same age. And I know it may not be what you want to do on this Saturday afternoon, but trust me, you get somebody, trust me, I think the moms agree with me. So a little bit about me. My name is Rod Williams. I am from Noonan, born and raised. I grew up over on the east side, 48 Hill Street to be exact. I did go to school here in Noonan. Went to, I think, Axon, Central Middle, Arnold, and the best high school in the county, East Coweta. Did anybody go to Noonan High School? I'm sorry to hear about you. I'm so sorry to hear about you. So where did my journey start? I know, my name was on the flyer as a real estate agent. So I'm sure a lot of people expected me to talk about home ownership. It's actually not the case. I do feel home ownership is important, and we can talk about that at another time. But what I want to talk to you about today is taking ownership in your life. Like Rodney said earlier, making good decisions, owning your own businesses. There's no age requirement on starting your own business. Take something you're good at and apply it to your life. Focus in on what you focus on, expands. Yes. I'm gonna say that again. What you focus on, expands. If you set out to be the best video game player, and if that's all you do for 4 hours a day, every single day, chances are in 2 years you're gonna be the best video game player out there. So why not apply that same energy to something that you can be successful with, something that you can go on and make a career out of, something that you can go on and set yourself up to build a family with. So a little bit about my story again. I graduated from East Coweta High School in '99. My plan was to go to barber school. I used to cut hair in the neighborhood. I used to cut my little brother's hair, cut my own hair. So at a point I knew I wasn't going to college. And I'm not here to say don't go to college. I do feel like everyone should go to college. However, that wasn't my dream. So my plan was to go to barber school. My mom used to wake me up every morning about 5 a.m. Not every morning, but on a weekly basis, she used to wake me up to cut my brother's hair, and I hated it. I hated it all, man. I was in my sleep, but I had to get up and cut my brother's hair because I was a barber for the family and for everyone that lived on my street. My mom was here, by the way. How you doing? So my plan after high school was to go to barber school. However, before barber school started, I started working a job at Yamaha here in Noonan, and made good money. Yamaha's a great job, great stability. As a young man, that $300-400 check back then was a lot of money to me. A lot of money, and it still is, don't get me wrong. A lot of money. Especially I was at, 18, 19 years old. I went on to buy my first house at 21 years old. 21 years old, I bought my first house. So after buying my first house, I was still working a job, and me and a buddy of mine, we started promoting. We started throwing parties. We started throwing car shows, talent shows, you name it. It was an event to be had, we put it together. If there's nothing else I can do better, it's getting a lot of people in one building at one time. So we had some success with that. Any of y'all heard of Black and Blue Entertainment? Anybody? All right. So the name of our company was Black and Blue Entertainment. We threw a lot of parties, threw a lot of events, talent shows, car shows. And from that, I had a cousin who started, he was a rap artist. He said, hey, cuz, I want to start rapping. I got away with words, I think I can do this. I said, okay, cool. I supported him in it. And then eventually he asked me to come be his manager. I had no idea what that meant to be a rap manager, to manage a rap artist. However, I was So I moved a little closer to Atlanta where our studio was, and I started managing him as a rap artist. And for that next year, man, we had a dope journey. We was in and out of town, passing out flyers, passing out CDs. You know, we had the matching shirts on. You couldn't tell us nothing. But it was short-lived. After only about a year, I said, you know what? I don't think this is for me. Because we weren't really paying the bills. You know, it was fun, but sometimes fun don't always pay the bills. Y'all pay the bills. But during my time, you know, in the music industry as an artist manager, I met a guy by the name of Doug. Doug used to always be at the studio. And I know you guys know about the rap industry. I'm sure y'all have TV and you look on Instagram and you know what it looks like when you think about somebody in that industry. You know, so the guy named Doug, he looked just like all the rest of the guys that was in the industry. You know, his pants was hanging off his butt, had his Gucci keychain hanging off. He drove a nice Range Rover truck. I was like, man, that dude is cool. He was a little older than me, so he was kind of like a mentor. So I remember sharing with him one day. I said, hey, Doug, man, this music industry stuff ain't really for me, man. I don't really enjoy doing it. It's cool, you know, but it ain't really paying the bills. It's a lot of work, you know, a lot of late nights, but it's not really for me. So, you know, Doug, I'm thinking he gonna tell me, you know, something totally separate from what he told me. What Doug told me was, hey, man, I think you should do real estate. I said, man, what do you mean? And keep in mind, you know, I had no idea what a real estate agent did. My first house that I told y'all about that I bought at 21 years old, that was actually my mom's old house. So I didn't really understand still what a real estate agent was. So Doug said, yeah, man, I think you would be good. I came to one of your parties. I seen how you had a lot of people there. And not only just the people there, but I really seen how people love seeing you, love talking to you. He said, I think you would be good doing real estate. So that same day, I didn't give it no thought. I didn't sleep on it. I didn't ask him for more information. I literally signed up to start my real estate career that day. And from that day, about 3 months later, I obtained my first real estate license. In 10 years, that was 2010, so it's been 10 years now that I've been in real estate. And through that 10-year career, it's been life-changing for me. I've had a chance to, you know, take my family around the world, show them different things. Exposure is necessary, y'all. If you want to be something else and do something different, you have to be exposed to it. So I was able to do a lot in my 10-year real estate career. I've assisted a lot of people with buying and selling real estate. But what I want you guys to take away from this story the most is be open to new opportunities, okay? There's a movie I watched a long time ago called Yes Man. The movie stars Jim Carrey. It's a comedy. And what I got from that movie, in the movie, Jim Carrey he was kind of in the dumps in his life. He had lost his job, lost his girlfriend. He didn't know which way to go. And he went to this seminar, kind of like this. And there was a guy standing up talking. And the guy said, for the next 30 days, I want you all to say yes to every opportunity that comes by you. Anything that anyone asks you, I want you to say yes. So he said, say yes. Everybody said, say yes. Let's try it today. Say yes. Yes. All right. So after he left that seminar, he was all pumped up. He was like, man, say yes. That's pretty cool, man. So when he left, you know, after you kind of go down a little bit, you come back down to reality, and you leave out. He's like, man, I still lost my job. How can I say yes? But anyway, so he left, and he was heading to get something to eat. And as he was on his journey and heading to get something to eat, he passed a homeless guy on the side of the road. How many of you seen a homeless guy on the side of the road? Yes. Most times we keep riding, huh? Yeah. Yeah, y'all ain't right. But anyway, so what Jim Carrey did in that movie, instead of the guy asking for a ride, he said, hey man, can you take me down the street? Normally, I'm sure he would have said, nah man, I can't right now, I'm heading a different way. But something clicked in, he said, you know what? I gotta say yes. That seminar told me that I gotta say yes. And because he took a different approach to what he would usually say, he said yes. And because of that, he let the man get in the car with him. And I won't hold you too long, but in that relationship of them two in that car heading to get something to eat, that man added so much value to Jim Carrey's life, and it changed his perspective on life, and really just changed his life in the upward direction. You see what I'm saying? So had he not been open to and said yes to that opportunity, he maybe would have never met that man who could have changed his life. So I relate to that in a way of, what if when my cousin asked me to manage him as a rap artist, what if I had said no? What if I'm like, nah, I think I like what I'm doing at the time, y'all go ahead, you know? Or what if, even when I started managing him, what if I never built that relationship with that guy named Doug? What if when Doug said, hey man, I think you'll be good in real estate. What if I say, nah, I don't know anything about that. I think I'm gonna just stay where I'm at. I'm good. You see how being open to new opportunities can be life-changing for you. So I just want to leave y'all with that, man. Be open to opportunities because you never know what it's going to take, okay? Take ownership in all your actions, you know? Take ownership also in your reaction. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% of how you respond to it, okay?
Intentionally talking about success. Success is so predictable. I can follow you all day long for 24 hours and see what you do all day, and I can tell you whether you're going to be successful or not. Because if 9 of them hours is using your thumb playing video game, that's 9 gone. You're going to sleep another 8. So your day gone. I can already tell you where you at. But if I'm with this guy, 6 or 7, we at Barnes & Noble doing research on some paper that you're interested in, I can pretty much tell where we're going with this thing. I want to be on your team. Now guess what you just made me do? You made me level up. Now I'm going to Barnes & Noble, drinking Starbucks, opening up books, trying to read on success stories and how to learn about real estate and all other types of things that successful mind people do every day. We're in here trying to reach extraordinary levels. If you just want to be ordinary, this probably is not the one for you. But it's fine. You can be a great ordinary person. I know a lot of great ordinary people. But if you want to be successful, you have to be extraordinary. You're going to have to do some extraordinary things. You're going to have to level yourself up. Then, you're going to have to look to your side, your homeboy, your friend. Require him to level himself up, or we're not going to be able to continue this race. I'm on another path. And you're going to find yourself on that path alone. And it's lonely. When you make a decision to be successful, I'm going to tell you, 2 people are coming for you. There's fear and there's doubt. It's coming. Because they don't want you to be on that level. And guess what? That fear and that doubt, it's yours. It's your self-fear and self-doubt. You're doubting yourself. It's self-fear, self-doubt. They're coming for you. It's meant for them to come for you because that's the only way we know if you're serious about what you're asking for. If I can scare you off of it that easily, you wasn't serious about it in the first place. If my determination for you to fail is greater than your determination to succeed, you're going to fail. I'm going to control you. I can tell you you can't do that. If you don't believe that you're healthy, I can convince you that you're sick. It's in here. If you're not mentally strong in here, somebody will tell you who you are, how much you're worth, how much you can make. So you be on your job complaining that you only make $750. Somebody telling you you can only make $750, you're gonna accept that? Or you're gonna educate yourself and level yourself up. Now we're negotiating this price. You know what I'm saying? You ever have a job where you get to negotiate the salary? I ain't got that yet, but I swear to God. I'm talking about, look, this job starts at $29,000. Here's my bid. I'm gonna need at least 50. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that feeling when you're in control of your value, how much you make. You're gonna travel this road, like I told you, fear and doubt. That homeboy, y'all might be in the same situation. You might not have a lot to give each other. But let me tell you a story. When I was going through my rookie school with the fire department, there was 16 of us when we started off. One of the scariest moments that I had been through, pretty much in my life. We went through a lot. I was 36 years old. 2 of us was 36 at the same time. We were the 2 oldest people in the 16 people. Everybody else was 19, 20. The drills, they was killing them, knocking them out. But one of my buddies, he was strong. The other 36-year-old, he was strong. He was stronger than all of us. We knew it too. We based everything off of him. If he was having a hard time, we were scared because he was the strongest. We had a drill this particular day. We call it a hose evolution. Well, they laid 300 feet of hose all the way through this dark room, upstairs, downstairs. You gotta crawl. They put a saran wrap inside your mask. You can't see anything. You're just going by the God, trying to find your way. You know, you scared. You dare to quit. People screaming at you. You done gave it everything you got. And he went first this day. When he came out of there, y'all, the look in his face, me and my other buddy said, oh, boy, we're done. We're done. So they said, okay, what we're gonna do before the second one starts, we're gonna go to lunch. Me and my buddy, we ate lunch. I wish he was here, he's not here. We ate lunch in my car that day. And you know why we chose that car to eat lunch in? We were contemplating getting the hell out of there. We just gonna quit. All I had to do, the key was already in this terrain. All I had to do was crank it up and leave. We had already discussed, if I leave this way, nobody will see us. And all of a sudden, somebody jumped in my back seat of the car. A hand went on my right shoulder, another hand came across my buddy's left shoulder. And I cannot tell you verbatim exactly what was said, but I do remember these three words. It started off, Dear Heavenly Father. This guy led a prayer because he saw what we was going through inside. You gotta have a friend in your life. When y'all in the same situation, you ain't got a nickel, he ain't got a nickel, but y'all can give each other some encouragement to sustain each other to get through whatever it is you get through. And when I tell you guys, this prayer changed my life. Forever. I didn't know what to do. We knocked our evolution out. We didn't even, oh man, we went through it with nothing. We were so pumped up. He had put a word inside of us, and that's what you gotta be to somebody else. You gotta be a word to somebody sometime. It ain't all about what can I get, me, give me. What can you give to sustain your so-called friend? Now that's your homie. I don't care if it's a stranger. Speaking on purpose, the same guy I'm telling you about, I love this guy. I'm forever indebted because of what he did for me. Mr. Previn Blalock.
I knew who I was day one. I had studied so much, I read so much, I've been through so much stuff. I knew who I was. I saw Rodney about to quit, man. He was over there crying. I knew exactly what to tell him. I knew what humans go through. Humans need other humans. You understand me? No man is an island to himself. There's no one in here that is self-sufficient. I saw my man laid over there, man. I knew that he needed prayer. I knew that he needed encouragement. You can show me the baddest man in the world, the strongest man in the world. He's still not self-sufficient. He still needs somebody to tell him, hey man, I love you. Hey man, I want to encourage you. Everybody needs somebody to tell them they love them. Every one of us needs some company. Every one of us needs companion. So that's what I gave Rodney. I gave him a companion. I gave him companion, man. I thought about it all day yesterday. What did I want to say to these young people? This is something that I read some years ago in a book called Think and Grow Rich. You got to get this, brother. I don't care if nobody else don't get it. You got to get this. Think and Grow Rich. It's a chapter in that book, man, that talks about sexual transmutation. You guys 15 to 16-year-old, I know you're thinking about it all. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm going to shoot straight from the hip. But the transmutation means that you can change your power, because sex is the most predominant power as a young man. You see a dog chasing another dog because of it. You see people on the news killing wives and husbands because of it. Deer hunters kill deer because of it. They wait until another deer go and run or go and issue so that big buck can chase the girl there because of sex. But if you can that power and that thought and to put it into something else. Think about that, man. If you can urge or just house that thought, that power, because it's the greatest power of all. I want to just start a music company like him, or I want to do whatever, build a motor, build whatever. Just house that thought. You can make it happen. And influence. I thought about this. When I grew up, man, I didn't really have nobody to really influence me. It was a guy on the street. I used to get on my bicycle because I didn't have a dad, man. I made dad. I stole dads. If this guy could race a motorcycle, if I want to race a motorcycle, I ride my bike to him. He's going to tell me about the motorcycle. But if I want to go find out about some love, I want to go find out about the news, I would go up to this drunk man house named Jose Ross. I would ride my bike up there. When I get to talking to him, man, guess what this man told me when I got married? He said, and I'm going to talk like this, hey, Previn. My name is Previn, but the dude said, Previn. Hey, Previn, I'm going to tell you something, man. Before you get married, buy your house. And put your couch and sofa chair in there. Other people just laugh. This is a drunk man telling me this now. Put your couch in there, put your TV in there, and have that thing fixed up. And when you get married, only thing you have to do is have a baby. So I went home, thought about what this guy said, and it was funny because the drunk man was saying this, but I went and bought a house. I went and put TVs and stuff, and when me and my wife got married, guess what? We just moved in. It wasn't no very influential guy that told me that this was a drunk man. So this man, I loved him so much. He was saying, this is how I learned how to talk in front of people, because, man, he'll get up and be dead drunk talking in front of everybody. So one day he told me, he said, man, I know everybody. Whoever you bring over here, I know. And I told my son about this. So I brought one of my buddies. I played football. He was one of my guy that blocked from a big old white dude named Roger with me. I knew that Prim, this drunk guy, didn't know Roger. I knew he didn't know him, but he told me, he said, man, I know anybody. So I brought him over there, he looked at him, he looked up and down, he said, ain't your mama white? He said, yes. He said, boy, ain't your daddy white? He said, yes. He said, didn't I tell you I know? So that's what got me, man, loving on people, man, being able to talk to people, being able to encourage people. Well, Rodney, when he was ready to quit, I had my act sharpened. I had read a book one time, Abraham Lincoln said, this is what you guys have to do. He said, you give me 6 hours to chop down the tree. I'm going to spend 4 hours sharpening my axe, and then I'm going to have 2 hours to chop that guy down. I'm going to spend 4 hours sharpening my axe, meaning this brain is your axe. You get off in them books so you can quote. And God said, look, he said, we can do exceedingly above all that we can ask or think according to the power that worketh in us. It's something that's inside of you, man, that make God work. It's something inside of us. You can pray all you want to and say, hey, man, I need to lose weight. But if you don't work out, you're not going to lose weight. Hey, man, I need to pray for more money. But if you never go to work, you get it. So we got to do something. You see what I'm saying? So back to that sharpening that axe, 4 hours. 2 hours chopping the tree, 4 hours sharpening. You can get the strongest man in the world if he doesn't sharpen his axe. And you can get the smallest man in the world that spend 4 hours. The smallest man in the world is going to beat the guy sharpening the axe. Do you see what I'm saying? So we got to stay sharpening our axe. We got to stay sharpening our axe, guys. All right, a couple days ago, I was looking at Mike Vick. Now, I'm going to say this before I say about Mike Vick. With Rodney. I was that kind of friend, man, that loved people. I was that kind of friend that helped people. I was that kind of friend that pushed people. I even wanted them to be better than me. I ran track and played football. I just tell them all the time, if you're faster than me, we're going to the state, because I'm going to do this for folks. We're going to go to the state. So I wasn't no jealous type of dude. So I told Rodney, you got to have those type of friends. If you don't have those type of friends, if you're not hanging around that type of crowd, you need to turn your back to the crowd. In order for a conductor to lead an orchestra, or do you see that band, what you call it, the maestro guy, the band guy? What do that guy do? When he's leading the orchestra, what does he do? He directed them. But what does he do first? he turned his back to the crowd. You see what I'm saying? In order for you to be a great leader, if you're not hanging around people, man, that's pushing you and helping you, you got to turn your back to them. You got to turn your back to them. That's what Michael Vick didn't do. Michael Vick, man, was one of the greatest athletes of all time. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. If you really look at that story and listen, he'll tell you his mind was in Virginia when he was in Atlanta. He could turn his back to those guys. He had them win a ball, big houses for them boys riding in big cars. Then you listen to the story of it, you heard one of his partners say, yeah, man, there was some police over there. We wasn't studying on police, man, because we had 100 million. He said, we had 100 million. Mike Vick had 100 million. You didn't have 100 million, bro. You see what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to turn your back to the crowd. Then you got to say, he said, man, I was so much in the hood, man, I just couldn't get myself out of the hood. The same thing that make a person leave the hood is the same thing that'll make a person stay in the hood. Huh? The same thing that'll make a person leave the hood is the same thing that'll make a person stay in the hood. Because you done heard athletes say, man, the reason why I got out the hood is because I wanted to bring my mom out the hood. I wanted to do better for my friend. That's why he left the hood. It's your decision, you see? It was my decision. He didn't make the right decision. You see what I'm saying? Inky Johnson, who know Inky Johnson? Played for Tennessee. I'm talking about one of the baddest safety there. He said, my mom, man, turn on car lights and come see me play all the time. He said, I got to get out this hood. He said, I'm tired of living in this house, 2-bedroom, about 14, 15 people in this house. I got to get out this hood. He went to college and was going to go to pro or whatever, then he hurt himself. I'm going to make a long story short. He hurt himself. He thought he was going to be an athlete. But he ended up being one of the greatest prolific speakers there is, man. You see what I'm saying? Think about that. Why he didn't go back to the hood? Because he had been sharpening that axe. He spent more time sharpening that axe. If Vic would have spent more time sharpening his axe, we still would be looking at him now. It's a decision that we got to make. What about Jay-Z? What did he do? He sharpened that axe, man. That's just a big deal. You understand? So he got in front of somebody talked to that kid, man, about mentorship. Talk to him about money. You see what I'm saying? We got to sharpen our axe, man. If I would leave you guys with something, keep your axe sharp. Study and read. I passed by my little boy room the other day. Jake, love him. Can't in that word in that Bible. Read. Because I taught him like that. A lot of times I tell him something, I don't think he catching on. But he catching on. He understands you got to sharpen that axe, man, so when the wolf comes, you able to give him something. When them dogs come, when the gangs come to you, when the street come to you, you'll be able to give them something. And you do, man, you got to apply yourself. You got to hang around so many people, man, that will pull you and drag you. My mentor told me if you hang around 5 jokers that's broke, you're going to be number 6. You hang around 5 jokers that got a little money, you're going to be number 6 that got some money. You got to hang with them. You got to be a chameleon. It's all right to be a copycat as long as you would copy the right cat. It's hard to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. So look here, man. Copy the right cat.
You got leadership skills. You're thinking ownership now. You got purpose now. All of this stuff reverts back to a mindset. I would be remiss if I just told you guys to develop a mindset. Without explaining, I want to give you guys an example of developing a mindset. I don't want you to just walk out of here and say, oh, he said develop a mindset. Sometimes, okay, how do I do that, right? Let me give you an example of what worked for me. Okay? None of this happens without first you developing a mindset. This is what I did. I was in a meeting one time with another couple of chiefs. My alarm clock went off at 3 o'clock. My man right here was in the meeting. That's the chief right there, one of our chiefs too. He said, who sets their alarm clock to go off at 3 o'clock in the evening? He said, who does that? And I said, well, my alarm go off every day at 3 o'clock because it reminds me to stop doing what I'm doing and pray for my family. So I developed a mindset to the point where I can tell you without my watch, it's almost 3 o'clock. And you'll see me do something like this, and all I'm doing is, thank you, Heavenly Father, for your blessing today. So I'm watching over my family, protecting while I'm not around, even when I am around, Lord, protect us all. And thank you, Heavenly Father, for everything you put inside of me. Help me to use it to pull somebody else up. All right, I come back to you. So I was developing a mindset by actually setting my mind. I had to use my alarm clock to do it. So what? You can use your alarm clock more than just to wake up. Set it every hour. Have something, have an affirmation. I don't know if you've seen the flyer, but at the front of the flyer say, I am who I say I am. My name is Rodney Scott. That's my name. But let me tell you who I am. I am a king of oneself.
Yes.
I am God's chosen one.
Yes.
I am healthy. I am wealthy. I have genius potential.
Yes.
I win even when it appears that I've lost. Now, in the words of Kanye West, why are you asking me who I am? I just told you who I am. Why are you asking me? I'm a king of oneself. That's what that alarm clock does. But you got to have your own. That's mine. But you can do the same thing I did. You can set that alarm clock, and every time it goes off, every hour, 8 hours a day, you say, hey, every hour is going off. And I stop what I'm doing, and I affirm myself. So all you're doing is telling yourself about yourself. It's doing it to yourself. Encouraging yourself, because if you look for people to validate you, you will be unhappy and depressed. Everybody does not have your best interest at heart. Now you got your leadership skills, your thinking ownership. You know what a purpose is. You got your thinking, we sharpen the axe. Now let me tell you, now you got your mindset right. Now you know how to set your mind. Now you got all this stuff. Now it's time to do the work. When I started in the fire service, on the training grounds, I only had one African American man on the training ground. When we saw him, it was like, cool, we got it made. Wrong. The coolest mean man I ever met in my life. Demand the best out of you. There's no shortcuts. You didn't make it today, guess what? First thing in the morning, you're the first one to go. You're gonna get it though. But it was something that he was instilling in us that I was 36 years old, still looking for shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? With no age limit on it, I'm still looking for shortcuts. It's 16 of us. Surely they won't see that I skipped this step. Wrong. And won't say a word to you. Guess what? Call you at home. Hey, I noticed you skipped that step. I'll see you tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has been an inspiration to me, and I pray that he be one to you also. He is the training division chief at Cayuga County Fire Department, Mr. Ron Hamilton.
How y'all doing? Wake it up. Okay, I appreciate this. Everybody? Yes. See how that works? My name is Ron Hamilton, training chief from Cayuga County. Been there about 19, almost 20 years. I'm not a speaker. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there. Anybody hear that? Good. I'm not a speaker, but I'm glad that, honored, I guess you want to say that Rodney, appreciate that, Rev. I call him Rev, that's old Rev. Appreciate the honor that Rodney asked me to come and speak to y'all. I told him I didn't have nothing to speak on. Because first when I walked in here, that's all I had. That's what I had right there. He said, speak from the heart. Just speak. I'm a little raw, okay? I promise, I hope not to say any cuss words. My preacher's at. But I'm just talking. Y'all good with that? All right. So we're talking about what? leadership. That was Chief Wilson. Chief Wilson, the first African American that was here in Coweta County. Wow, that was different. That's new. Yeah. I was one of the officers in there for a little bit, and I paced around a lot, so I may be walking up in there, and all that. But for have someone come in there like that as a mentor, I knew him years ago when I was doing training back in the day. Down at Georgia Fire Academy that he mentioned. Yeah, he's pretty amazing. All right. Then we talk right. Ownership. Wow. I went to a bunch of seminars and all that years ago. Talking about real estate. Amway, everybody here with Amway and Quick Start and all that? That was me. I was gonna make that dollar. I remember little rooms like this up there in Atlanta. Yeah, I was gonna make that money too. I was doing that energy drink, remember the energy drink back in the day? Excess drinks. That was me. Purpose. And again, I just be back and forth. Sometimes I get a little quiet because who am I? That's what it said, right? Who are you? Who? Deron. All right. Who am I? Born and raised in Long Island, New York. Oh, sorry. Can y'all hear me? About 16, 17 years old, left there. Thought I wanted to go to college. I heard something about college. All right. Wasn't for me. I failed out. Yeah, that was me. Mars Brown. Everybody know Mars Brown? Get down, Mars Brown. And I got down too about a year and a half. Got down. So they said, yeah. What I do after that? Went to the Air Force for a little bit. Got in trouble a little bit, so again, I'm just being real. Got in trouble. Went back to New York for a little while. Got in trouble up there. I said, yeah, I gotta go to the Air Force, go do something. Air Force, you have to be smart. I'm like, I ain't smart. Took a test, asked back. Got to be Air Force. Yeah, I got 2 or 3 jobs. I remember 2 of them. One was to be a firefighter and one was to be a cook. Yeah, I knew I could. So I was like, yeah, I just be a firefighter. I didn't want to be a firefighter. I wasn't one of them young guys saying I want to be a firefighter. Running around. Yeah, that wasn't me. Firefighter, yeah. Well, there it goes. Didn't want to do it. Got in there. Loved it. All right. Been to Germany for a few years. Had a blast over there. Came back to Valdosta, Georgia. Had a blast down there. My wife then, she had been married for wife then, she wasn't acting right. She had to go. I wasn't acting right. My bad, dude. My bad. But I followed her anyway. Followed her back up to Jersey. Yeah, it didn't work out. Got out. And I started doing little things around the thing. I got in trouble some more. I was about 20-something years old. Got in trouble. Jail. Yep. And why am I telling you all this? Because I'm just an ordinary person. Ordinary person. And thinking I'm going to put on something like that? Wow. Never thought of it. Thinking I'm going to sit here and talk to y'all like that? Never, ever thought of something like this. Never. Ever. Training is my thing. I love training. Probably, I didn't know all that. I wasn't that. Friday old Ray and all that. What was it when they called me back today? T.I. Who was it? Y'all gave me a shirt. It said drill on it and all that. I was, again, think about it. Being a firefighter, what do you think you gotta have? There you go. You gotta have skills? Is that what he said? Skills, yeah. You gotta have skills to be a ball player. I thought it was gonna be a ball player too one time. You see my height. I was gonna be a football player, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even this big. I was about that big. That big. All right. I'm calling you out. Didn't ever think it was gonna happen. All right. But to be a firefighter, who wants to go into a burning building?
Right.
Nobody. You gotta have that mentality. You gotta have that difference. So that's why I was pretty much hard. Shoot, when I was in the Air Force, they were hard on me too. First time I had a hose in my hand, I'm sitting there like, yeah, where do you want me to go? No. And they pretty much pushed you up in there. Now at least we get the mindset saying, hey, this is what you're gonna do. We have steps and things to go through. To be a ball player, what do you gotta do? Train. To be successful in life, what do you think you gotta do? Train. But how are you gonna do that? You got the tools. He said go to work. That's why I took my jacket off. Roll your sleeves up, get dirty. I know you, Jace. I see you on Facebook, I see you on Instagram. Doing it, son. Doing it. Killing it. Where y'all gonna be in 5 years? I think I heard Brother Rodney say something like that. He could tell, I heard that in one of my Android things. He can tell where you're gonna be by what you read or what you're doing now. It's true. I didn't want to read back in the day. I was one of them knuckleheads. Didn't want to read, didn't want to do nothing. How did I graduate? I don't even know. With a 60-something average. Yeah. I don't even know. Got it though, got my diploma. All right. Same thing in fire school. Didn't know how to get out of that. Right there. It took that. Then it still took reading. Remember I talked about school? I wasn't a school guy. 54 years old, and I'm back in school right now. Figured it out years later. Should have figured it out a long time ago. If I had the opportunity to sit right here 20, 30 something years ago, I have it made right now. I'd be ownership. I'd be that Mongo guy. But I didn't have it. Yes, I had a dad. Yes, I had a mom. Yeah. My dad used to preach. He was a pastor of the church. Born and raised in church all the time. Monday through Friday, my thing. Wednesday was what? Prayer service. Monday was something. I don't know what it was. Another fireman right there. See? A lot of stuff. Friday was revival night. Then come Sunday, doing back in church again. I left church early. When I got big. Then I'm back in church now. You know what? Here's a little tidbit of information. You just talk about the God and church and all that. I'm sitting here telling you about streets and this, and that. What do you think got me through a lot of that stuff? The Lord is my shepherd. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We know I do that. On my notes. Like to crawl through tunnels and stuff and be black and deep stuff. Oh, whoa. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't going back to what I was doing before, so I had to go that way. Talk about stories and this and that. Napoleon Bonaparte. Who is that? Anybody know? Tell me who it is.
Say again?
Napoleon Bonaparte. Big old dictator guy there. Oh, Napoleon, yes sir. Yes sir. French war. Little man syndrome, I ain't going there. What I'm going with this story was Napoleon, the story that he burnt all the ships when he went to go invade some other place and this and that. He burnt all the ships. Why do you think he did that? So he didn't have nothing to run to, nothing to turn back to. Brother Rodney said, yeah, turn his back sometimes. A lot of times what you got to do. That's your boy right here. That's your friend. Here's some deep stuff. One day, that's your boy right there. You better turn your back. Because he's not going down the right path. Just saying. I left a lot of friends from the military. I left a lot of friends in New York, in New Jersey, California, been over there too. Left a lot of call them friends back then. They were taking me down that wrong path. Yeah, I was out there slinging. What's slinging? Yeah, that was me. I thought I was a big dog. Yeah, I wasn't. I was that dog. I wasn't. Yeah, I used to use all the time. Popo, 5-0, what do you call them nowadays? 12. Oh, 12. What's 12? Huh? That's good. 5-0, Hawaii 5-0, that's what you said back in the day. 12, that's good. 12, like soccer. Yeah. I wanted to whoop all their butts. Call them out all the time. Anybody like that out here? Nobody? Come on. Come on. I'm not the only one like that. But I knew it was wrong. Didn't know it was wrong then. But again, that's me following the people. Again, if I had to sit down, an opportunity to sit, and I didn't say the opportunity, maybe I did have that opportunity in church. My dad was sending me to church for a reason. I was a knucklehead not listening. Don't be that knucklehead out there. Don't be that knucklehead. Find you a mentor. Keep hearing that. Find you a mentor. You can have a mentor for anything there is, whether it's inspiration, whether it's inspiring, whether it's making money, whether it's you want to do something right there. First African American commissioner right here. I got to meet him and I got chills right now just thinking about it. second one?
Second, that's the first one.
That's the first one. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we got a third one in there too. Did he leave? Mr. Al Smith? Mr. Al Smith? Yeah, Commissioner Down.
Are you here?
Yeah.
No, Al.
Wow. That said something. That said something in Coweta County. I don't know about Coweta County. I didn't know about it until I got down here. I don't know about it. I don't know. Where are you going to be in 10 years? On the ball court? Hopefully. But what are you going to do if not? I'm recruiting now. Anybody want to be a firefighter? Drill! That's what you're going to do. Everyone see that answer? That's how it's going to be. What do you think life is going to be? Okay. Now, you got to get dirty. Go do the job. You got the tools, you got the skills, make it happen. I thought, thinking about what I'm going to say, and this, now, I have a mic in my hand, you're like, drop the mic. Yeah, I can't drop the mic. Everybody talking about Kobe nowadays, right? 41 years old. 41 years old. Yeah, man. And I'm about to close. What did he say? The mama. The mama effect. What that mean? What that mean? Hard work. That's what I'm going to leave it, right there. The mama effect. Hard work. You come see me in recruit school? Hard work. You want me to be your mentor? I ain't going to sugarcoat it for you, bro. Hard work. I got 2 sons right now. One's a knucklehead, one's trying to do something. One stays in and out of jail. I got a life too. I'm not the perfect person I am. But now he's starting to learn, 30-something years old. Now he's starting to listen. Now he's starting to learn. The other one, still doing his thing. I think it's too pretty to go to jail. I don't know. You got cards in my pocket. Want to be a firefighter? Want a mentor or something like that? I'll be your guy. All right? Hard work. Mom birthday. Thank y'all.
You got the notes that he didn't even use. Thank you. We got to talk about, I really dedicate this whole entire thing to the life and legacy of Kobe Bryant. Everybody that lost their life on the plane, can you imagine when I got the news, as a father, as a husband, I didn't really cry for Kobe himself, because when you're a parent, I cried for Vanessa, the wife. Imagine what that young lady is going through. See, the pain is shifted different when you get a little older. Your priorities start to change too. So I miss Kobe. I feel like I knew him personally, but as a parent, I mourn for the wife and the remaining siblings. Pain to go a little deeper there. Kobe left 3 things for sure. He left a legacy that as long as people live, that legacy will live also. He was exceptional at his job of choice, his career. He was exceptional. He left generational wealth for his family that will eat forever. What will be your legacy? You can start right now. Today, February 1st, 2020, you begin your legacy. So that you leave an imprint on this world forever. You perform your job at the highest level, exceptionally, and you leave generational wealth for your children. You can do those 3 things yourself. You don't have to be a Kobe Bryant to do it. You can do it yourself. But it's a decision that you have to make, the sacrifices that you make, the leadership skills you have to have. You're going to have to own something now. So when you own something, you get to make the rules. You get to set the contract. You got to know your purpose. You got to implement that hard work. I want to show you guys something. Here's a picture right here. And I know for a fact, a lot of you guys don't know what this is.
I don't look like that.
Let me show you another picture. It's another picture. He's going to be with the Lord now. first African American county commissioner of Cayuga County, the second. Still here with us right now. And I know you probably figured, what does that got to do with me, or what does that mean? Number one is history. During a time where you probably couldn't walk in certain places and eat lunch.
Yes, sir.
You know, somebody was fighting for you. You didn't even realize it. Somebody was fighting for you then, so you can go over there across the street. This place is named after the guy that you was just playing basketball over there. This whole land. It's called the Clay Wood Center. That's Mr. Clay. And this is Mr. Wood. The name of this building is the Clay Wood Center. It's sitting in the building named after two of the first county commissioner of African American men in Cayuga County. You know what that meant? Some leadership skills had to be somewhere in this, right? Some sacrifices had to be made somewhere to get to that point. And he's still here. We have to honor that. Cayuga County is filled with people that deserve honor in the African American community. We gotta find them. We gotta find them. You know how he found me? I told you, when you align yourself over God's word, people find you. He called me and said, I got a hold to your flyer. I'm Mr. Woods. The building is named after me. I would love to be there. You see what I'm saying? Align your vision up. God will send people to you. But one thing about it, God gives you a responsibility. All these things that you think you can do, you're going to take it to the grave if you don't move on with it. You got to put it in action. What do you want to do? What do you want? Number one, God said, submit your plan to me. I mean, write it down. Tell him what you want, number one. You walking around telling all your homeboy what you want to do? No, what do you want? And are you going to bust your butt to get it? Or can I come along and tell you you're not good enough for that, and then you're done now? Is it that easy? Is it that easy? You can't kind of sort of want it. You gotta want it. I'll die trying want it. That's how you gotta have it. You gotta get that mindset, that killer mentality. I was watching old stuff with Kobe. I know you guys know who Matt Barnes is. Stand up. Matt Barnes was taking the ball off. Kobe was inbound, the guard, they ain't even inbound yet. So he's trying to find somebody to pass it to. Kobe standing in front of him. So Matt does Kobe just like that. Kobe didn't blink, he didn't flinch. He was so focused, it intimidated Matt Barnes. You gotta be that focused and that unbothered. Because when you know who you are, nothing can distract you. I want to bring Mr. Woods up. Mr. Woods has been dealing with some issues, so I'm going to have to take the podium to him.
And I've had people whispering in rooms that I was talking to, who does he think he is? And I'm writing a book with that title. And then a bad word on it gonna make y'all bad, so I'm not gonna put that last word on it. But y'all gonna buy it. But the answer to that question, my name is Robert E. Wood. Little Hattie Mae Princess, child, Herman Jr. Wood's child. They were not married. I was born May 5th, 1942. Is anybody in here over 77 years old? Huh? No? But what I'll ask this young man to come up here, I want you to read what's on his hood. Turn around a minute. Read it out loud. Okay, that's very important. How you feel about other people, how you feel about yourself. Because in my opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, the most important word in our language is love. Amen. Is love. And if you go into the Bible, 1 Corinthians, I think, chapter 13, but you'll find it right there. How important love is. And I tell you, I want to welcome each and every one of you to the house that I built. And it was kind of strange the way this happened. It really was. You know, I've been in the real estate business for over 30 years. During the time this happened, the mayor, Keith Brady, had been a long guy in the real estate business. Somebody called him, wanted to list this piece of property. And he told him to call Robert Moore. He could probably do something with it quicker than I can. So they called me, and the county had been talking about doing something like this. So we got the county to do it. So whatever you think about this building, I got $18,000 of hard-earned money in it that I didn't get paid because I didn't want to get a commission for this building that the county did. Okay. I thank you for coming out here. I thank you, Rod, for bringing these young folk out here. But the main thing is, how do you get to where you need to get to from where you are now? And that's very important. And I want to just show you this picture. This man here, I met him, I think I was 12 and he was 36 or something. And we lived on the same street, on Ray Street over Rock Hill. And so I got a little summer job with him. He was a carpenter. His dad was a carpenter and brick mason. So I started working with them. He became a close mentor. A mentor, okay. I left Georgia, went into the Navy. I stayed away from Georgia for 25 years. I finished college at San Diego State University, taught a while, came back home. And when I got back home, I came to visit my mother because I was going to go overseas and work. However, I ended up with Mr. Clay. He passed on now. And Mr. Clinton Bolton getting involved with NAACP. So we got involved for a long time. And from that vantage point, Mr. Clay ran again for county commissioner. And he won. And after that, he called me Bulldog. He said, Bulldog, I'm only gonna stay one time. I said, what you gonna do? He said, well, you gonna run? I said, no, I don't wanna do that. So when I went to pick him up to go and register, because I was gonna be a campaign manager, I ain't running. I said, you got to run. So we argued all the way there. Some of the things we called each other, I won't say it again. But we argued all the way there. We got there to where we qualified there. And we walked in the room. I said, well, but I do not have the money to qualify with. I got the money in my pocket. He said, you run it. So we walked in there, did what we had to do, and walked out. And so the news guy was out there. So, yeah, Mr. Clay, how does it feel running for a second term? He said, I'm not running, Mr. Wood running. So that was, I believe that was 92. So we stayed there all four. But I'll tell you something. It was quite a ride. And a lot of things happened during that period of time. Is there anybody, let me say this. All of the people in here under 20, please stand. Well, guys, let me say this to you. There's a whole lot out there in life that awaits you. Because you heard this young man's story. You heard my story. You heard Rob's story. You heard the chief's story. Everybody got a story to tell. But if you don't become a part of that story with what's between your ears, the story will end in chaos. You won't be happy the way it ends. But if you take your time and do what you need to do, y'all listen. If you take your time and do what you need to do, what you're thinking, because it is what you think. If you sit around and say, I can't do this, you can't do it. Believe me. Just think about the things that you wanted to do, and you go, oh, I can't do that. My mama can't afford it. I ain't got the money. You can't do it. Let me just tell you something. When I graduated from San Diego State University in 1972, I had 8 babies. My oldest son, which was number 3, graduated from kindergarten, same year I graduated from San Diego State. And I haven't missed a lick since then other than with illness. I've been ill and that kind of stuff. But every day is a gift from the Creator. And remember that. You don't do this by yourself. You got a God. You got people around you. And all of that can be a part of how you get the way you want to go. Because see, I've been sitting here, just like that certain young man got there, when I'm just sitting here looking at that shirt. We need to stop looking and start caring. We need to stop looking and start loving. And the first thing we need to do, young folk and older folk, the first thing we need to do, we need to stop allowing folks to define us with what we are by our names. You know, we go inward crazy. Oh man, now, I know there's some folks in here. Remember Robert Standout. You remember back in the day when we used to, that's my head?
Yeah.
What did that mean? That was your boy.
Yeah.
That was your bag. That was your partner.
Yes, sir.
That was your partner. Anyway. And I'll tell you, you are who you are. You can't change. I see this young group in Atlanta want Georgia to pass legislation to ask forgiveness for slavery in black folk. Slavery did not just start in Georgia. It did not start in the United States. Slavery started on the African continent. Now, if you don't believe me, check history. If you come to my house, right there, I got over 1,000 books. I got an office in my garage, and I got over 1,000 books that I look at every time I sit at my desk across from my desk, and I read the spans of those books at least 20 times a year, and I read every one of them. So now I say to you, read, study, and listen. And I'm not well right now, but Rob will know where I am. And anytime any one of you want to talk to me about anything in life, mental or whatever, I'll be there. I wish Al Smith was there. He gone to his county commissioner. He lives down the street from me, the current county commissioner. But I say to all of you, God bless and keep me. And always know who you are. If somebody asks you who you are, well, provide you who you are, what you say? Okay. See, you got to know who you are. And your name got to mean something to you. But to me, I don't know about anybody else, to me, the most important name on this planet is Robert Lee. That's the most important. And who do I think I am? I think I'm God's gift to earth. I think I'm God's gift to my children. I think I'm God's gift to county to county. I think I'm God's gift to everybody in this room. And I'm here to help and love you. I'm not here to gain riches for you. Because I was rich when I got here. My father was rich. All I got to do, to get what I want, all I got to do is look up, hold my hand. Like I said, my mother was a teenager when I was born. I've never been hungry a day in my life. Let me just give her a little credit. I was telling her, the lady taught me how to read when I was 3 years old. And I don't know if any of you have seen, did you bring the book?
I didn't bring it, but I will tell them.
I don't know if any of you have seen Mr. Ware, the book, Carl Ware, the story of an American businessman. Carl Ware, black man. Carl and I grew up together. And we attended school in one-room school, because that was before we had the 1954 Civil Rights Decision, when we started to have Central Highs and East Calvinians West Side and all of. We had little one-room schools on church campuses. And Carl and I went to a little school out in Sargent. I think the Church of Shady Grove. Everybody know where Shady Grove Church is? Church of Shady Grove. That's what we went to. It's another church house. And Carl reminded me some years ago, we were sitting in that school, and the teacher, Miss Sadie Allen, asked me, and the only way I had the knowledge to do this was because of what that 15-year-old girl that finished the 5th grade had taught me. And she said, Robert, would you teach Carl everything you know and how to write in cursive? And Carl put that in the book. It was kind of shocking. I hadn't forgotten it, but he reminded me of it. But let me say this. You will always be who, where, and what you want to be. You know, I've spent time with President Jimmy Carter. I've spent time with President Clinton. I went in office when President Obama was there. I couldn't afford to be running back and forth to Washington. But it's a strange world. It's a strange world. I was sitting in a room about this small in California when Ronald Reagan decided he was going to run for governor of California. And I and my boss's son, we got left the room, and he came and got us and brought us back, and he said, you can't do that. So Ronald Reagan became governor. And, you know, the folks that graduated in California that year are some of the few folks in the world that can say that they got a president's signature on their diploma, whether you like it or not. He was president. Now, I tell you this, as soon as you become 18, if you're not 18, get your behind downtown and register to vote. Because that is, whatever folks say to you about voting, that is the most important asset you have as a citizen of this country. Is your right to vote. Because if you don't vote, you can't have Mr. Smith, Mr. Clay, and Mr. Woods in office if you don't vote. And if you don't vote, if they screw up, you can't say nothing about it. My thing is get up and register to vote. Please do that. Vote for who you want to vote for, but vote. I mean, that's your right. See, I had a young lady, when Mr. Clay was running, a young lady told me, but I don't want to vote. I don't want to register. I said, why don't you want to register, darling? She said, because if I register, they going to call me to the jury. I said, baby, let me tell you something. I said, that is one of the most important things in citizenship. I said, if I commit a crime, I want the jury of my peers. I don't want somebody that don't know me sitting on the jury. I want somebody to know me and to know the kind of background I came through that might have some mercy on me. So you got to think about all that. And you got to use your mind. You can't think of what my buddy said. You can't think of what my buddy said. And I know, my high school buddy came by my house last Saturday. We had a problem in our church. We were collecting some money for one of my church members. And, you know, we sit there, we both almost cried. We've been buddies for 70 years. No, for 65 years. We've been buddies for 65 years. And, you know, you got a friend, hold on to. If you get into some kind of disagreement, try to find a situation. Don't walk around every day hating somebody, disgruntled with somebody, mad with somebody. Love them, and they will love you back. And that's all I can say to you. Love is the most powerful word in our vocabulary, and it's the most powerful ingredient in life. If you love somebody, and they love you back, and love don't mean just saying I love you. Love means doing what you have to do to show it. You know? And I can sit here and look around this room, and I can certainly say I love every one of you. Because if I did not love you, I would be at home. If I got 20 books I'm trying to read in my bed since I've been laid up, I would be at home reading one of those books and drinking it short. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless you.
Relationships are being built today. Those two guys who I call them mobile already, he gonna get some information from this guy. I promise you them two gonna look up. We're talking 40 years of experience here, on top of what my man already got. Combine them things and take over the world. That's it. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, guys, we're almost about to close here. I got a musical group. They're gonna give an inspirational song before we leave here, but it is one more person that I do want to let you guys know about. I was at the gym about 2 weeks working out. Had a conversation with this guy. We were just bouncing ideas off each other about what he got going on, what I got going on, and how together we can do this right here. And when I tell you guys, I jumped on the phone, I called my wife when I left the gym. I was like, man, I think I just had church at the gym. I ran into this guy, man, we vibed, and man, this guy gave me so much inspiration, and I was like, I'm so ready to do this. I was trying to rush this day, which I hate doing. I hate saying stuff like, I can't wait to Friday, because I don't get to enjoy that day then, so I'm trying not to do that. But I was so ready for February 1st, because he had me so going. And I want to share him with you guys. Hopefully he can give you some of that inspiration that he gave me. It's Deron.
He was a 4-star football player. He was a 3-star. He was a 3-star basketball player. He was about 5'8". He was real quick, but he was smart with the ball. He could penetrate the defense, get the man to cook and kick it off, and he scored. But he also was a 4-star wide receiver. So he was real fast too. So he could hit you with a boom, boom, out, boom, boom, up, touchdown. He was a 4-star football player. He was a 3-star basketball player. He knocked on my door Christmas 2 months ago. And he said, Coach, I want to kill myself. I tried to hang myself last night, Coach. He said, that's why I smoke weed, Coach. He said, I smoke weed because I'm trying to numb the pain. He said, I pop Percocets because I'm trying to numb the pain. He was a 4-star football player, 3-star basketball player. He got transferred to Troop because Troop recruited him because he was so good and they wanted him to play. He got over there, got with some girls, sexual transmutation, boom, lost that. Now he's sexing with a girl and he's smoking weed with her that lead to perk. He stopped going to school, he stopped going to practice. Now he's depressed because he feels like he lost the basketball and football scholarship. He's 19 now. How can you go back to school and finish? You're 19 now, you miss your window. Now he got to work 10 times as hard to go to school. He didn't have to work that hard. He had the opportunity in the 10th grade, but he lost it on Molly. Percocet, chase a check. I gotta chase a check. Y'all heard that song with Future? Or NBA Youngboy, you know he loved NBA Youngboy. Or Rod Wave. A no-cap point guard. Anybody heard these guys? Nobody heard these guys? Cause they talk about it too. NBA Youngboy just as depressed as he is. He talking about the pain that he went through. My point is this, and this is what I wanted to say. He needed somebody to talk to. Christmas. What's up, buddy? Coach, I tried to kill myself last night. He came to my house because he needed somebody to talk to. I just want you guys to understand, if you need somebody to talk to, there you go. Are we available for you guys? Are we available? Are y'all available? gotta be a family if we're gonna save our sisters and our brothers. If we don't do it together, they done, bro.
Amen.
You feel me? Bro, I'm telling you, I'm with them. I'm in the street with them. When you were rolling up your sleeve, I'm out there with them. I know they on perk. When they get on perk 10, they're not even thinking anymore. I got 2 of them that finna do 7 years because they tried to rob a liquor store. They were good players. Got on perk 10 and decided to rob somebody. Now they finna do 7 years in prison with big boy men. Look, they look just like y'all. They look just like y'all. Finna do 7 years with real men because they didn't have somebody to talk to. So we're here if y'all need us. That makes sense? 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 Hey man, y'all put your hands together. We're gonna pray. Hallelujah. Father God, we thank you. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah. Father God, we thank you for this opportunity. Woo, yes, God. We thank you for your insight, your wisdom, your understanding. We thank you for the testimony of men. We thank you for the testimony of these men to show us what it's like to be men. So God, we pray for the spirit of harmony today. Let us connect hands, let us connect arms, let us connect minds, let us connect resources so that way we can be a light for our community. We bind the hand of the enemy that come to steal the light from our community. We bind the strategy of the enemy that come to steal the mind of our young boys right now. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Amen.
We have K4C Music Production. They're going to bless us on our way out of here. Before we get into that, guys, I pray that, I don't care if only one of you got the message. That's all that matters. I pray that everybody receive it. Adults as well. It's called the Youth Men's Conference. Just calling you young men. Still putting that respect behind your name. Still putting that respect of man on it. It's youth men, young men. I pray that you guys take everything that we're trying to give you collectively. Look around you. Somebody care about you. You gotta care more about yourself though. And you gotta reach back sometimes. You gotta help somebody else up. You come in here to be educated, you gotta leave out of there to inspire somebody. Educate the same way. You gotta do like Kobe. You gotta leave your friend on the world. If I leave here tomorrow, which one of you guys see what I got going on, say, okay, I'll take it from here. Somebody gotta step up. Be responsible. You are so responsible for yourself. Self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self. You got to build yourself up. Look yourself in the mirror every day. Don't worry about what you see in the mirror looking back at you. You tell that person who you are and what's going to happen. You tell that person you see in the mirror how things are going to go down. You speak that. The mirror can't judge. You guys are ready. You guys bless us. Take us out and introduce yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. Do me a favor. Only thing I'm asking you for, put God first. Follow the vision. Develop the leadership skills. Think ownership. Know your purpose. Put in the hard work. And while you're doing all that, be a blessing to somebody else. I love you all. I thank you all for coming out.
Y'all go ahead and show them some love. Show them some love. One time, one time, one time. It takes a lot of courage to bring these people out. It's not easy to bring all these people here for one day just to make a sacrifice to talk to y'all. We believe that God is using people with experience to come speak to the youth, and as a person, person of the youth, I definitely take advantage of that. So everybody that came out here, that's all y'all right now. Clap it up for yourselves right now. Y'all just got some free information. A lot of people usually pay for that. Listen, we're K4C Music all the way from the east side of Atlanta. So when I tell y'all which side of Atlanta we are from, y'all gonna say east side. So which side are we from? East side. I need a little more energy than that. I need y'all to stand up for me. Stand up for me. Which side are we from? East side. I find a person next to you, tell them I love you. There's nothing you can do about it, bruh.
Check 1, 2. Listen, real quick, I need y'all to say, we're gonna do this song together, man. It goes, when I say he's faithful, y'all say, oh yes he is. He's faithful?
Oh yes he is.
Let's try that again. He's faithful?
Oh yes he is.
Say he's faithful.
Oh yes he is.
Now look to the person next to you and tell them, you see my glory, but you don't know my story. Oh, do it one more again. Do one more again. Say, you see my glory, but you don't know my story. Let's go, Hobbs. Let's go real quick. I'm gonna need the whole church in this building. Come on, clap your hands. Come on.
Oh, yes, he is.
Clap your hands. Come on.
He's faithful.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, yes, he is.
Say he's faithful.
He's faithful.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, yes, he is.
Say he's faithful.
He's faithful.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, yes,
now
he is.
everybody just clap your hands like this. celebrating and uplifting this community and being able to have a mentor. I know I would have had a whole different life if I had some non-gangbangers in my life who was trying to help me be somebody in life. Amen? So let's have some fun. Started at the bottom, now we way up. We so used to haters, they don't face us. Counting all the blessings, get you way up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. And now we way up. Let's go. Started at the bottom, now we way up. We so used to haters, they don't face us. Counting all the blessings, get you way. Count it up, count it up, count it up. And now we way. I need everybody bouncing, everybody bouncing. What's up, Sonny? Let's go. Okay, I don't believe in love. I believe in God. Take a picture of me. I'll be the honest. Never gave in. Never gave up. I started at the bottom. I'm never way up. You're not gonna shrink down. You see how long it is. Faith is all you got. You see how strong it is. I'm in the city. Turn the auto lights. Started at the bottom, now we way up. We so used to haters, they don't face. You're counting all the blessings, get you way up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. And now we way up. Take a selfie, hey, okay. Flash, take a selfie, hey, okay. Take a selfie, hey, okay. Flash, take a selfie, hey, okay. Flash, Instagram, Snapchat, FaceTime, let's take selfies. Back, way back then. And thank God I don't hold grudge. Matter of fact, I don't hold that. I ain't got much time for that. I'm living life and I love it. Hey, I ain't opposing, I just strike a pose. Either by myself or with my bros. On the last person God gave, he had the top. And guess what I did? I had to go. Started at the bottom, now we way up. We so used to haters, they don't face. You're counting all the blessings, get you way up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. And now we way up. Take a selfie, hey, okay. Flash, take a selfie, hey, okay. Take a selfie, hey, okay. Flash, take a selfie, yeah, okay. Flash, I'm taking selfies by myself and it's the same thing. We living life on the shake and it's the same game. I speak it how I wanna. I use my own slang. Young and alone, just let that bang bang. No, we show up. See people thinking we clean. Live life this way. I know where we come from. Then I bring them all the way. Keep the haters on that way. 'Cause we going all the way. Let's go. Starting at the bottom, now we way up. We so used to haters, they don't face. You're counting all the blessings, get you way up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. And now we way up. Take a selfie, yeah, okay. Flash, take a selfie, yeah, okay. Take a selfie, yeah, okay. Flash, take a selfie, yeah, okay. One more time, let's go. Started at the bottom, now we way up. We so used to haters, they don't face us. Counting all the blessings, get you way up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. And now we way. One more time, started at the bottom, now we way up. We so used to haters, they don't face. Counting all the blessings, get you way up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. And now we way up. Now make some noise for yourselves today.
Look, guys, when they reached out to me, I'm sorry for them, guys. This was a non-profit, so I didn't have money to give them, you know. But they did this, came down from Atlanta off the strength of you guys. So give it up again for them, y'all. Before we go, we got just two quick little things we want to do. Number one is Miss Poetry will come up. Miss Poetry has a mentee program. If you are a mentor and you want to register with her, get with her. If you somebody that want to be mentored, also get with her. Miss Brandon, you come up too, because we're going to run this thing concurrently. He's here talking, he's going to discuss real quickly the 2020 census, how important that is, and let you know exactly what that is. Before you take the mic.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Hi. Hey, I'm Miss Poetry, better known to the community as Miss Poetry. My real name is Stacey Bristow. I have an organization here in Newton called Elite Youth Organization. We have a basketball team. We start from ages 13 all the way to 18. Our services start from birth to age 26. We have a mentoring program that I hope Mr. Rodney will be a part of. We're in the process of planning that. We're looking for mentees and mentors. So if you are interested in being a part of this program, please reach out to our coach, Coach Robinson. Before you leave out, leave your numbers. I'm going to give you the hashtag for our website and all of our social media forums. It is EYOATL. Follow us, please. EYOATL. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm inspired by this. Young man, give yourself a round of applause. To my team, the Elite Kings, thank you so much for being steadfast with the program and extending yourself to all of these other opportunities that we get invited to. So thank you for being here.
Hello, everybody. I didn't come here to make a speech. I come here to beg. I come here to beg because many of y'all know how long I've been working in the community, but I'm tired. I'm looking for some young folks to understand that, first of all, the 2020 census, that's where they decide how much money they put in your neighborhood. As you notice on the west side, they spend crumbs. On the east side and the south side, they spend millions of dollars. Last time I was at the city council, I asked them why we don't have no input. You know why we don't have no input? Because they look at the voter form and say, Rocky Hill, Chopper, oh, them niggas ain't gonna vote. Yeah, so please, the census is not a bad thing. The census, they don't care about, they lost that vote with Trump and tried to get in about trying to do that stuff on the census change, census rule. They lost. So it don't matter if you've been to prison, or what you did next door, or what color you are, or what religion you are. Legally, they can't share it with nobody. Only thing they can share is the numbers. And one more thing. If you're gonna love your brother, I believe in my understanding of God. How can I love my brother and don't love the guy on the corner or the man in the house and shout out where they go get a shot of liquor for $1? Them brothers need love too. Guess what? Last time I read the station, April proclamation, most of the new voters that I registered and took to the poll, guess where they came from? The shout outs. They your brothers too. God knows. Yeah. If you're gonna love God, love them too. So it's important, like I said, the ball's in your court. The ball's in your court. Some of us, we got to the age, we just ain't got too much left to go. So a friend of mine, I'm pointing at myself. I'm 150. So, but last day, that a friend of mine told me one time, well, Mr. Bohan, I don't know, I might do my memoirs. And I said, why? He said, I don't want to go to my death without leaving something behind. So I'm at the stage now to leave some of them, I guess some people say wisdom behind, because I've been doing this a long time. Please, good word about the census. Please tell your friend, if you love your friend, take them to the poll, not just register.
inspire somebody else to go. More than likely, go be great.
What we learned from it, we learned that to love each other, care for one another. If you got a dream, follow your dream. You got something to say?
I learned to make sure that you keep sharpening your axe.
Okay. And so you understand what it means, right?
Yeah.
What I learned from the seminar today is you can't really do anything without taking that first step. So if you have a goal that you want to reach some point in life, whether it's today, next week, tomorrow, or next year, you have to figure out a plan, take that first step through the plan, and just let it lead its course, and just keep pushing, no matter when times get rough, no matter if someone tells you can't do it. You have to believe in yourself and do what you have to do to make it come true.
What about ownership, one day being your own boss?
I like when he was talking about ownership and being your own boss, because when I get older, my dream is to own something I could call mine. I don't have to answer to anybody else. I'm the one who is setting the foundation, setting the rules for everyone. And I believe it's good for everybody to just think about what it would be like and see themselves in a position where they're the ones who are over something and they're the ones who's calling shots or making something happen or putting something in place, whether it's in the community or worldwide and nationwide. I think it's good.
Appreciate it.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's K4C Music, man. Hey, my name is Sammy, 1/3 of K4C Music. We are out here in Newton, Georgia, man. Just celebrating this mentorship program, man. Listen, it was a great time, great event overall. I love what we're doing here for these kids, man. I always say, if I would have had more guidance, I would have been a lot more further than I am today. God had a plan. God has a plan for all these kids that was in here today, man. I truly believe that. We're K4C Music. If you want to check out more about the music you heard today or in general, go to K4cmusic.com. That's the letter K, number 4, the letter C, music.com, man. God bless y'all.